Alright, people, my name is Ugochukwu. Today is June 11th, 2021. I bring you this a very interesting story. You see the picture you're looking there? That's El-Rufai. On top is your terrorist president. On the right hand side, Buhari. And then on the left is, I think those are Fulani terrorists, herdsmen and kidnappers. On the bottom right, those are Boko Haram or ISWAP, whatever you call them. But I bring you this that El-Rufai, the governor there, right? Let me show you what he says about Boko Haram. See. You see what he says? This is El-Rufai talking now. See what he says? Bandits, killers, herdsmen, murdering under Buhari. El-Rufai. Let me put this in the reading mode, that way you can catch that. That's the reason why I show you this. Just bear with me. Let's read just a couple of paragraphs. El-Rufai is a governor, see right there. Governor El-Rufai says, since 2015, bandits, killer herdsmen, Boko Haram have become more daring under President Buhari. You hear that? That's all you need to know, man. You forget about the rest of it. If you want to read the article, I'm going to post it for you. I'll post it for you to go and read. So you see what he says there. I'm going to give you a link to the article. So if you want to read the whole thing, I'll put a link on the video. You see what he says? That terrorists, Fulani terrorists, Islamic jihadists called Boko Haram, killer herdsmen everywhere, they have become more daring. They have killed more people. That's what he says. Since 2015, when Buhari took over, right? And the El-Rufai is saying this stuff is a Muslim Fulani man. Now let me bring you this. Well, to illustrate that, just before I bring you the main gist, let me illustrate what this man just said. Just give me a minute. That's not what I want to show you. We'll come to that a little bit. Let me illustrate what he wants. We'll come to Shakespeare in a minute. Let me illustrate. See right here? Today, this is what happened today, early in the morning today. The Fulani laid ambush on, I'm reading here. Fulani laid ambush on some villagers who, this is in Benue State. They laid ambush on some villagers who were going to the farm this morning. It happened this morning, today. Knowing fully well that many of the villagers will be going to farm after the downpour. I think it had rained. It had rained over there, so people stayed in. But after the rain stops, then they have to go to their farm. I continue. Then he says they hid in the bush. The Fulanis, the terrorists, hid in the bush and allowed many of them to go and then run after them, macheted them. As I am talking to you now, we have been able to recover 5 corpses, and the youths are searching. Hang on a minute, I gotta move that. The youths are searching for others who are still missing. The village is behind the Nasme Barracks, North Bank, Makode. Yeah, see, you can read that too. I got this from Facebook. That's the same story. So this happened this morning, right? So let's put that aside. Now I bring you the main story right here, right there. This is the main story. This is this guy. He works for he's a spokesman, one of the aides to the President Buhari. You see what he says? Presidency accuses Nigerians of rejoicing over insecurity. Now let me put that in the reading mode. That way you can get that. That caught my attention. Then I looked around. It doesn't take I saw this article first. Then I looked around. It didn't take me. Took me maybe less than a minute to find out that a lot of people have been killed. By the way, the thing I read to you about people they killed, I have the pictures, but I can't show it. If I show it, Facebook will get mad with me. Not Facebook. YouTube will get mad with me. So I can't show you the gruesome pictures. And I don't like to watch stuff like that. But the only reason why I don't want to show it to you is because Facebook, YouTube will get mad. You see what this guy is saying here? This is that guy, Adesina. Let me read it. It's a short article. Let's read the whole thing. The presidency has accused some Nigerians of celebrating the insecurity currently ravaging many parts of the country. Special advisor to President Buhari on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, in this week's edition of Fridays with Adesina, slammed Nigerians for allegedly rejoicing whenever an attack is launched in any part of the country. This week with Adesina is like a news, like a little news broadcast. He goes on there on Friday. So let's continue reading. Adesina, who likened Nigerians to a song by Michael Jackson. Make sure you pick up on this. He likened Nigerians to a song by Michael Jackson about the man in the mirror. Quote, I am starting with the man in the mirror. I am asking him to change his ways. Urge Nigerians to change their perception of the president and government and mend their ways. In other words, he likened Nigerians to the song, right? And then he urged Nigerians to change their perception of the present administration. And then he ordered Nigerians to mend their ways. So let's keep reading. We're almost done. It's a very short article. According to him, according to Adesina, those celebrating the challenges of the country failed to talk about the achievement of the president's administration. The presidential spokesman said, "You rejoice when Boko Haram kills our troops. You are the man in the mirror. You exult when bandits carry away students in captivity. You are the man in the mirror. You dance when bombs and explosives go off, killing innocent souls. You are the man in the mirror." He called on Nigerians to emulate the Cross River governor, Ben Ayade, who, according to him, dumped the People's Democratic Party for the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, for the betterment of the country. Did you get that? When Boko Haram kills, you rejoice. When bandits, Fulani terrorists, bandits kidnap somebody, you rejoice. He said, look in the mirror. Let me start again. When Boko Haram kills somebody, right, you look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You did it. That's what he said. When Fulani bandits, kidnap some students and look for money, you look in the mirror. You see yourself. When explosive and the bombs go up somewhere, you look in the mirror. What is wrong with these people, man? These people will kill to get into government. Buhari ran for president for more than 4 times? He kept running. Now he's there. Solve the problem, he can't solve the problem. You see what El-Rufai said? That's why I showed you El-Rufai. You see what El-Rufai said? This is his Fulani brethren. That bandits, right? Boko Haram, Fulani terrorists have become more daring since 2015, right? That's what he said right here. This is El-Rufai. I didn't say it. El-Rufai said it. Right there. That since 2015, Boko Haram and Fulani terrorists have become more daring. They kill more people. And this idiot here, Adesina, running his mouth. When they kill somebody, don't rejoice. Who rejoices? Nobody rejoices. But we have to talk about it. We have to talk about what these people are doing. They're mowing people down. And then Buhari is not saying anything about it. He keeps quiet. The only time he said something was when he came out yesterday. He's still making threat to Igbos. That's his policy. When it's about Boko Haram killing people, his Fulani terrorists, herdsmen killing people, he has no God to say, we'll go wipe them out. But an Igbo idiot to come now, they can say something, he sends soldier there and wipe everybody out. And then this motherfucker called Adesina, we can't talk. We say something, he says we rejoice. Why? We're not rejoicing that people are getting killed. Why would I rejoice from that thing I read to you now? That Fulani herdsmen will lead people on their way to the farm this morning and slaughter them. If you see the picture, who will rejoice? Telling me, look in the mirror. No, you look in your own mirror. You look in the mirror, you see Buhari. Buhari is a terrorist. And you are a terrorist talking like that. You are a fucking terrorist, man. What was that? Remember that? You saw a little bit picture. Let me show you. What was that? This is Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. What was that he said? Mend your speech a little, lest you mar your fortunes. This was a speech. Well, not a speech, but this was said by King Lear. This is King Lear, one of the Shakespeare's tragedies. In King Lear, King Lear has a couple of daughters. One of them, King Lear, is a madman. You know, he craves praises, and he's pompous, always living in pomp. You know, one of his daughters, he wanted to share his estate, right? Because he's getting ready to retire. You know, one of his daughters liked to flatter his ego. That daughter came out, because what they do, the daughters line up, come make a speech, and then he gives them this portion of his kingdom. And then the other daughter comes and gives speech, and then he gives them. So the first daughter that came out, like to flatter him, King Lear. She flatters him, and he gives her a bunch of stuff. The other one came in, and then he was telling this man the truth. I'm sorry, she was telling this man the truth, telling King Lear the truth, and King Lear got mad with her, telling her, mend your speech a little, lest you mar your fortune. Lest you may mar your fortune. That means, speak well. Strike my ego. Make me feel good. And then your fortune will be good. But if you don't, you mar your fortune. That's what this stupid idiot called Adesina. That's what he said, telling Nigerians. Mend their speech, or we'll fuck you up. Strike our ego. Speak well of the idiot, the terrorist that runs as the president. Speak well of him. That way you don't mar your fortune. That way your fortune will be... What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose by telling the truth? If we tell you the truth, what is he going to do? Or even if we strike his ego, how do you say that, stroke his ego? What is he going to do? He already made up his mind. He wants to wipe everybody out. Allow his Fulani terrorist brothers to take over people's land. I don't know. Look at this guy. He looks like a fool. Look at him. Looks like the devil. Talking nonsense. Look in the mirror. No, you look in your damn mirror. Look in the mirror. What do you see? You see a damn fool. He's probably from the Southwest. That's what they do. I don't want to be generalized. When they're in the power, they start talking nonsense. Abati did the same thing. They're not doing anything. They're not productive. They just go along with what the old people say. I mean, this is related to what the video I shared with you earlier last night. That we are telling Nigerians sitting down there talking nonsense. Saying that, please don't watch what you say. You can't write a book and criticize President Buhari while he's in office. Because he's morally, what was that he said? He's morally, I forgot the word. Morally not fair. That's what he said. What is moral about that? The man works for you. If somebody works for you, he does something wrong, you let him know. You criticize him. That's the way democracy works. That's why how a constitutional government works. Black people, everything you touch, you turn it upside down. This one telling us to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Amend their way. No, you amend their way. You the one killing people. President, that man called president, the terrorist in office called president. He's the one sending his people to kill sending his Fulani terrorists to kill a lot of people. So he's the one that should mend his way. Now, in fact, I'm just reading something now. They say Fulani herdsmen invaded Edo Ekiti, but they were arrested. You see that? As I'm talking to you, that's what was beeping on my phone. I'm looking at it, it's a video. Fulani herdsmen invaded Ekiti, but a lot of them were arrested. You see that? Adesina. He's probably from Ekiti. Fulani people running all over the place, killing people in his state. He's here running his mouth, speaking grammar. Whatever comes off his mouth doesn't make any sense. Look in the mirror, amend their way. No, you look in the mirror and fucking grow some brain. Don't tell me look in the mirror and amend my way when you there talking off your ass. Look in the mirror, amend their way. Because he has a job with the presidency. He can't tell the truth. Is that what Americans do? Nobody say criticize your boss, but tell the truth. They will never tell the truth. They come in here and they bifurcating. Try to smooch things, blame people. You blame the victims. Look in the mirror, see the man in the mirror, amend their way. You amend their way. You are the man in the mirror. You are Buhari. Buhari is in the mirror. Let him amend his ways before he mars his fortune. Because he also got fortune to mar. He got kids, grandkids, and wife. He's not going to be here forever. All these people getting killed, they're human beings. They have families. You're not going to kill people's families and then get away with it. They're going to come after your kids. They're going to come after your grandkids. You're not going to be in office forever. Not going to be there forever. So you keep running your mouth. Even Adesina, you guys keep running your mouth because you making money. You have a job, making money. We'll see about this, man. Nigerians, waking up. Because you see, the way you treat us, we're going to treat you that way. You're not going to be in that office forever. You're going to eventually get out of there. And then we'll come over there and get you. We'll come over there and treat you the way you treat us. Idiots.